Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How was your evening? I got to chat with a few people in Discord this morning, then I had to get ready for a couple of shows. We have two today. Thank you so much for being here for Little Harmony. Got a lot to talk about, In the meantime, I'm going to welcome everybody. Hang on. First, I'm going to put this quote up. I came across this morning, and I think it's absolutely perfect for the mean-ass world we live in. The problem is people are being hated when they are real and are being loved when they are fake. I absolutely adore that quote. Kim Quartermouse, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. There's Just Me, Superior Dreams. Hello, Amy. Amy, thank you for the super sticker. Man, you guys are full of surprises this morning. Hello, Robin. Superior Dreams always brings the coffee. Hello, Steve. Hey, Steve, I was looking in here earlier, something about kidney stones. That's a pain you're never going to forget. Hopefully they're getting you taken care of. That is awful. Little Wing, good morning. There's my friend Crime and Justice. How are you? Shannon Georgia Peach. She's actually going to come up and visit with us today, which is always good. Angel Pieces. Woohoo! No kids today. Looking forward to the show. Well, looking forward to you being here. Hello, Liege. So I hope everyone's doing good. Angel01 Andrea, good morning to you. Katie Bird. How's my friend Katie Bird? Juicy Tequila Bobo. Hey, Juicy Tequila Bobo, you didn't tell me who you're going for the Super Bowl this weekend. If you did, I missed it. Hello, Carla. Hello. Hello, Jenna. There's Pat K. Glad you're here. Hello, there's my friend Deb. So I hope I got everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. There's our friend Matrix leaving a super sticker to wake us up in the morning. Good morning. Holly Beans, always waking us up in the morning. Love her. DT Driver, living the dream. Downtown Trina, hello. Hope everyone is doing well this morning, getting geared up for tomorrow is our first Members Live. Never done one before, so if I mess it up, please forgive me, but I'll get it posted today. I will get it posted today. So let's bring up our friend Kevin B and see how his evening was. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Brooks. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. I want to say hello to everybody that's here today. I want to say hello to my sister. I know she is listening. I hope everyone has a killer weekend. Go Rams.
Okay. What do you think about this quote on the screen? It's from Bob Marley. The problem is people are being hated when they are being real, which just being themselves, but being loved when they are fake.
That is such a great quote, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. It's so true. And it came from Bob Marley. He was one cool-ass individual.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Okie Bree put some squirrels up for you, Kev.
Oh, that's so funny. Them damn squirrels. They are unbelievable, the amount of determination that them freaking tree rats have.
I'm telling you.
They're unbelievable. They will climb the side of your house. Like this, my house is it's got the old stone on it, so it's real bumpy, and they grab right onto that, climb the wall, and then they'll jump like 8 feet to the damn bird feeders. It's unbelievable how far they can jump, how accurate they can land. I mean, if you can jump 8 feet and land on a small bird feeder, you're doing pretty good.
They are definitely your nemesis. They're definitely
yes, they
your
are.
nemesis.
I'm ready to kill all of them.
Always great to hear about you and the squirrels. I understand you've got a really good rant for us today. We're not going to give it away, but we're all excited about that as usual.
Yep.
Jamie K said she had one in her house. Jamie K said she had one in her house.
That's a bad day. My mother-in-law, that happened. A red squirrel got in their house, and that thing got up in the window, and it literally ripped the screen apart within about 3 seconds, and it was out of there. You do not want them to die in the wall of your house, because the smell. I'll tell you right now. I had a friend. They had a squirrel die in their house, and they had to rip drywall out. They had to find it because you could not stand even being in there. It was so bad, the smell.
Did they have
They
to
chewed,
call? Did they have to call Don to repair the wall?
yeah, Mr. Spackle, yeah. But they'll chew your electrical wires. I mean, they're unbelievable. Um, one more thing that reminds me when I said chew wires, I used to work moving mobile homes. And I mean, that was like the most dangerous job, climbing under trailers, jacking them up off cinder blocks. But when I went, mobile homes have water shutoffs. One time, I stuck my hand down it, and normally in Michigan, the water shutoff for mobile homes are pretty far down with heat tape on them because of winter and stuff. But I stuck my hand down there, and um, it wasn't a squirrel, but it was a dead cat that got electrocuted from the heat tape.
God.
Ugh. When I touched
Goodness.
that fur, man, I about come unhinged.
Dear God.
Oh, it was so creepy. Oh, and then one more thing. This is funny. Well, it wasn't funny for me at the time, but I was, you know, we were moving a trailer, and there comes to one point where you got to saw the PVC sewage drain line. It's 4-inch pipe. It was cut off, and I was under there doing something. Somebody used the toilet, took a crap, flushed, and it landed right on me. Yeah.
Wow. So we have a lot of mental images we're not going to be able to get out of our head today. Thank you, Kevin.
I just
Thank
had
you,
to share that.
Thank
I had
you,
to
Kevin.
share that. You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, do you want to start with some comments from the last show?
I love comments because I love the way people think out of the box.
Me
I do.
too. Let's do it.
Let's roll.
All right. First comment. You definitely can get benefits when you're homeless. I know people in this situation who receive food stamps, etc. The DTA office, welfare office in my city has a separate section for the homeless. Okay, so that's put to rest because we were talking about it on the show. Like, don't you have to have an address? And she cleared that up. Thank you, Gaelic Girl, for the super sticker.
One of my favorite people.
One of my favorite people. That's your Moshara.
Yes, it is. Mo Chara.
Fed Up, who I don't see is in chat right now, but I loved this comment. Great job on Harmony. I have zero sympathy from the bio mom all the way to all the grandparents involved in this situation. The only ones I feel for is all the children. I'm not sure if you know or not, but Crystal originally told law enforcement it had been 6 months since she had seen Harmony and then changed it to 2 years. Why? I think Crystal should be arrested too for falsifying information in an investigation as well. Prayers for Harmony. I did not know. Well, yeah, I did know that. That's very interesting. That's very interesting.
I did not know that. And that is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. Then, even if all these people believed Harmony was with her biological mother, why would that mean absolutely no contact with Harmony? Well, it wouldn't. I had custody of my stepdaughter since she was 6 years old, and even when she had a rare weekend visit with her bio mom, I called her every day that she wasn't with me. Even my parents checked in to see how her visit went. The adults in Harmony's life are soulless. I actually read this comment once before because I think it's an amazing comment.
It is. They are soulless, in my opinion. They don't have a soul. It's too black.
Mm-hmm. I agree, buddy. Kids don't just wander off. Kids don't just wander off.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
And that's a fact.
This one was aimed specifically at me. So I need you guys to tell me what you think. We're all friends here. So let me know. Okay. Now, first of all, let me say I postponed this show. We were going to do it on Monday. Then I was going to move it to Wednesday. All right. Two different people one was in chat one day and was going to come on, but she was putting her child down for a nap and stuff like that. I totally understand that. Another lady reached out to me, and they both know Kayla. For those of you who don't know who Kayla is, I'm going to catch you up on this here in a second. Kayla is Harmony's stepmother. Anyway, so I've been trying to get them to come on the show. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to use your name. So kind of throughout the week, I figured that pretty much petered out and they're not going to come up. I explained, we're all nice here. You have nothing to do with this. Harmony would not have been your responsibility to check on. I mean, you're an old friend of Kayla's. That would be stupid. But anyway, you know how those things go, and you can't really blame them. But anyway, so this is one of the comments. You couldn't be more wrong about Kayla and her mom. Kayla has been a drug addict for 11 years. Her mother is a very Christian lady and has nothing to do with Harmony being missing. All right, I don't think grand meth, and I'm not saying she's on meth, but I'm saying Kayla is. I am not saying that she has anything to do with Harmony's disappearance. So help me here. I get it. She says, she's telling me this woman's very, very Christian. Okay, if she is so Christian, why didn't she do anything about the kids living in a car? Why did she not care that she hadn't seen Harmony in 2 years? Why, when confronted with the very real fact that Harmony is missing, did she spend more time defending tweaker Kayla than Harmony? In 2 years, you're such a Christian. You love. You can find Crystal on Facebook. Hell, there's lots of people that talk to her. She checks her message requests. Not telling you to message her or anything. I'm just saying she's easy to get a hold of. She could have easily gotten a hold of Crystal. Now, if Crystal had told her, eat shit, okay, I get it. She could have at least said, I made the attempt. She didn't even do that. She wasn't concerned where Harmony was. So do you guys think that I was wrong about Kayla and grand meth or not? It goes without saying, Kayla, the stepmom, has some substance abuse problems. There she is. There's her glamour shot, guys. Soak it in. There's her glamour shot.
Yeah, you know what? In my opinion, if she's such a damn Christian woman, where's her compassion for Harmony? Why in the hell didn't she try to find her? Mm-hmm. Why didn't she get jiggy with Jesus? I could go on and on and on about this, but let me tell you something. That grand meth, she dropped the ball big time, and she's just trying to cover her ass. And look, we broke it down. It was 872 days. 800 that she did nothing for Harmony. 872 days. You can say, yeah, it was 2 years, but when you break it down into days, 872, that's a whopping number in my opinion.
Yeah, and we check on kids, do we not? If we know that a child supposedly went to live with her mother, okay, she's still your granddaughter. I mean,
yeah.
Even if it's by marriage, she's your granddaughter. You know her. Wouldn't you say, hey, have you heard from Harmony? Have you heard from her?
Yeah, how's Harmony doing?
Yeah.
None. There was none of that.
Then you check on your own accord. And then if you then this could have been solved very simply. Well,
in my opinion, if she would have spoke up, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. In my opinion, if she would have done what she was supposed to do about not seeing Harmony, in my opinion, Harmony might still be alive today. So if somebody, grand meth, who would have stepped up and said something, I haven't heard from this little girl for 2 days, 3. I can't even imagine going 3 days not checking on my grandkids. But, Harmony, so many people dropped the ball on her, and grand theft is one of the biggest ones because she's a grandmother and she was supposed to be closest to Harmony, and
Well, closest to
she,
Harmony would be Adam and Kayla. What I'm
yeah,
saying about her, I'm not going to pin this on her completely.
no,
I'm saying, I mean, it goes without saying, Harmony was failed from mom, dad, stepmom, grandparents, the uncle that witnessed the
right.
abuse. I mean, she was failed horribly by CPS in 2 states. It's awful. It's awful. This little girl was never cut a break. What I'm saying about grand mess, I'm going to get the train back on the tracks. If Christian, if Christian grand meth would have asked Kayla, who according to her always tells the truth, where's Harmony? I haven't heard you talk about her. Is she still with her mom? Haven't you guys seen her? And of course, you know you're not going to get a straight answer because Kayla knows what's going on. Then you get on Facebook. She knows how to use it. You get a hold of Crystal. I'm really concerned. I haven't heard anything about Harmony. Is everything okay? Crystal would have been like, what do you mean? She's not with me. She could have gotten this ball rolling 2 years ago.
Okay, I want to go back. What I meant, what I was saying about what I just said was being closest. What I was trying to get at, maybe I didn't do a good job of it, but was that when I said closest, because Kayla's her daughter and she's the grandma, they should have been very, very close to knowing. Grand Mess should have been very, very close with her daughter, knowing what was going on with her granddaughter. That's what I meant by that.
Oh no, exactly. I just had to get it back, to where
I got you.
I'm not blaming this woman. And
No,
like
I'm not either.
it goes without saying, Kayla has got a drug problem. Now she
Yep.
doesn't really have one now because she's in jail. Um, but when this lady's coming after me saying she's very, very Christian. Oh, okay. So let's talk about her Christianity. Let's talk about it. And I did see one comment. Well, just because she's a Christian doesn't make her a good person. Yeah. Yeah. So we're not going
There
to
you
put that
go.
label and say, oh, but she's a Christian, so all's forgiven. No, 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 no. No. Then you would have checked on this child in over 2 years. You wouldn't have stood there with, hands folded and hands all over the place defending Kayla and not Harmony. Hell,
Yeah,
she
well,
gave
gee,
orders one day just to go away, go away, go away, which is her right, and I don't blame her. But when she did talk, epic fail. We've watched it several times.
well, in my opinion, Jesus forgives, but he doesn't forget. There you go. Yeah, yeah, first of all, that comment sucks, period.
Well, I want her to come on here. I want to know
Yeah,
the truth.
yeah,
Because
me
if
too.
I'm wrong, I need to know. I don't want to keep saying that this woman didn't do anything for 2 years. I'm only going off of what she said. It's okay to be wrong. That's how we learn. Nobody's the all-knowing. So that's why I would like for these people to tell me what's really going on. If I'm completely wrong, tell me so we can correct it. In the meantime, I'm just going off of what Grandmeth said.
Yep, and I'm going off of actions too. Action speaks louder than words.
Yep.
I didn't do nothing to find that little girl. Nothing.
No.
And that's pathetic.
12-step woman said, my question is, how come it takes baby brother to ask about Harmony? Why weren't the adults concerned? And it's like Mama Kay, it gave me, I don't think she's in here today. It gave me chills when she said this. He's the one that brought it to everyone's attention. Him crying for his sister is what got it going. Nobody else was crying for her.
Yeah, and like I've said on several lives, Jameson showed more compassion for Harmony and heart than any adult that surrounded her, and as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion.
Well, I'm going to put the first news clip up real quick because some people are not familiar with the case. Hang on. Ryan Evans, I hope I'm saying your name right. Oh my God, you don't leave kitties in a car to sleep unless she did not know. She said she knew. I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she heard this later. She knew. She knew that presently. She even went into it, Grandmeth did, because of her landlord and space and stuff. You got a floor, you get a blow up mattress. She knew. She knew. All right, I'm going to load this video while Kevin entertains you. Hold your horses.
Thanks, Brooks. No, everybody. Yeah, and I just said this, but Jameson, I'm, a baby toddler. I mean, had more compassion for Harmony than her own parents or grandparents or anybody else that was surrounded around Harmony and knew her. And that right there shows you that is absolutely heartbreaking and pathetic at the same time.
Mhm.
I don't know how you could be a grandma and not see and not say something like, okay, it's been 3 days. I smell a rat. Something is not right. Nope. Nobody did a damn thing.
Yep.
Oh,
Nope. Totally different than the Serenity McKinney case. All right. So
yeah.
for those of you new to the case, this is one of the very first news clips. Let's roll it.
The urgent search to find a missing 7-year-old, last seen in New Hampshire 2 years ago.
Quite frankly, enough is enough. It's a 7-year-old girl. Let's find her. All right? Let's come together as a community and do the right thing.
Officials say Harmony Montgomery went missing in 2019, but it wasn't until last week when authorities learned about her disappearance. 2 years passing by, apparently with no one flagging law enforcement.
This question I've asked, all right, that hopefully at some point along this I get an answer to.
Manchester police confirming Harmony was in the child welfare system in both Massachusetts and New Hampshire before she was reported missing. It was New Hampshire's Division of Children, Youth, and Families that finally notified police about her disappearance. Investigators have spent hours searching this home, the last place Harmony was seen, even though the house now has new owners. Authorities say they've also interviewed several members of the 7-year-old's family, but won't say which ones.
We're 2 years behind the power curve, all right, in where Harmony should have been, all right, and who she should have been with. She's not with them.
Police are now dedicating a tip line, asking the public for help, with a reward of more than $12,000 being offered for information on her whereabouts.
People need to do the right thing. I don't think I'm asking a lot.
Police say they're staffing that tip line around the clock, and they've received about 24 tips so far.
Hi, everyone.
All right. So that's kind of how everything went down. She is still missing. She has not been found. She has not been found. She has not been found. It's awful. It
2
is
years.
awful.
2 years. A grandmother does not see their granddaughter and doesn't say a damn word. That right there, folks, is enough to tell you the story about the compassion or the caring or the concernment of the grandmother. 2 years, not a word. Sorry, Grandmeth, you're a piece of shit, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, but there's other grandparents involved. Adams, Crystals. I mean, the ultimate is Adam and Kayla. They were the ones that were responsible for Harmony. And I did see a comment from Blake, and she said, and I see what she's saying. It's her step grandchild, and if that's what she was told, then maybe she didn't want to get involved. So maybe I am being unfair. But this whole, she's a Christian, that's just, she's defending Kayla more than she is Harmony, and I'm not cool with that at all. I'm not cool with that at all. So anyway, here is Kayla's dad, Adam.
Teardrop.
You can see that beautiful teardrop on his face. No reason in the world he should have ever been given custody back to her. None. I'm sorry, her back to him. None. very violent past. He is a murder suspect in Lynn, Massachusetts from 2008. We spoke about that on the show a couple weeks ago.
He's
Okay.
a freaking monster.
He is. He's in jail for abuse. Has nothing to do with Harmony's disappearance. It will be. But it's about him abusing her in 2019. Too little too late, in my opinion. Had something been done, if the uncle or whoever would have reported what they saw back then, we wouldn't be here today. It's kind of like that in every case. They come out of the woodwork about how terrible these people are. It's like, but you saw it and you did nothing then. And now you're crying over spilt milk. We're talking about a child.
Yep. They did nothing. Seems like that's the norm nowadays, in my opinion. Nobody gives a damn. I'm not saying everybody. That's not what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But there is so much of a lack of concern. It makes me sick. Seriously, it's effed up.
Okie Bree said, was he the lesser of two evils? Why did he have custody? Crystal wasn't attempting to get custody. I think he got custody because she was about to be adopted and he wanted that cold hard cash. He wanted that money coming in. It certainly wasn't to be a nurturing parent and care for Harmony. Okay, so then we have the stepmom. Like I said, there's her glamour shot. There's Kayla. She is also in jail, not related to Harmony's disappearance, but it's for welfare fraud. Now, we've discussed in shows several times, welfare fraud is actually common. Sometimes it's just a mistake, and sometimes it's, I'm just not going to tell them that my child lives with their dad now, or vice versa. They don't go to jail. They have 6 months to repay it. And, I mean, they'll give them community service, whatever, to get it repaid. They don't want to put them in jail and have them lose benefits for 2 years because other kids are involved. All right. Kayla, though, they put her in jail. She has a cash bond. I think it's $5,000. They have actually offered her part of the reward money, which is over $100,000, but she's still not talking. I go back to what the prosecutor said. She knows what we are about to find out. Yet her mother is defending her.
Yeah, that picture right there. There you go, folks. That's addiction at its finest.
Mm-hmm.
That picture, if that don't tell a story right there, the picture of her, nothing will.
Yeah. You got it. Hang on, I'm going to load another video real quick. This is where we're at right now with the proceedings in the CPS. Hold on.
Yeah, and another thing I just thought about people, why Brooks is doing that. Look at how she looked in that picture. Why didn't Grandma, looking like that? I would have been so damn concerned. Man, that's so telling. The picture of her, she looking like that. Hell, why, man? If you don't notice there's a problem by looking like that, I don't know. I better take off the blinders.
She had to have seen the wreck her daughter is.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm not disagreeing. I'm agreeing with you. She had to have seen the wreck that she was. Okay, so if she didn't check on Harmony and she believed the story that she went to live with her mother, fair and well. But you definitely saw the condition your daughter is in. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. You see your daughter like that, I'd be like, what in the hell is... I would know by looking at that what's going on instantly. And that didn't even trigger her to try to, if that doesn't trigger your own parent looking like that, well, let me tell you something. Your heart ain't in the right place, and that's a fact.
It would scare the hell out of me
Yeah.
if I saw my child like that. It would scare the hell out of me. Trinity, I love this comment. Purposeful denial.
There you go.
Purposeful denial. I love that. I see a lot of new names in here, guys. Hit that sub button. Hit that sub button. Hit it. Hit it. All right. So now I'm going to play this. This is about the secretive proceedings that they're going through with this CPS investigation. Oh, hello, Ellen. Always good to see you. So hold on.
Investigates takes an inside look into the proceeding shrouded in secrecy that placed this little girl with her dad, a man with a lengthy criminal history.
Our Kathy Curran joins us right now with insight into a process that is closed to the public by law, Kathy.
And Ed and Maria, the decision made in these cases impacts the future and safety of a child and a parent's right to care for their child. Tonight, a seasoned judge sits down with 5 investigates to give us some insight into what happens inside those secretive proceedings.
These cases are agonizingly, and I use that word with intent, difficult.
Retired Judge Jay Blitzman knows the challenges of child care and protection trials involving children like Harmony Montgomery firsthand. He's the former first justice of the juvenile court in Middlesex County, serving on the bench for more than 2 decades.
You're talking about a decision which has incredible impact about the future of a child, and also issues related to a parent's constitutional right to care for their own children.
Harmony was in the care of the Massachusetts Department of Children and Families until February of 2019, when juvenile court judge Mark Newman awarded custody to Harmony's dad, Adam.
How that happened, I will never know.
No, that blows my socks off right there. I don't understand that at all either. At all.
How CPS even made the recommendation, I can't believe it. I mean, I guess they were like, well, he served his time. He's done all this. He's reunified. We want her with her dad. I can't believe it. Because I don't know if they even talked to Crystal, because Crystal has been saying he's extremely abusive. He's violent. He's this, he's that. Or if she even knew what was going on. I don't know. I've heard conflicting stories on that end. Anyway, how the judge was given this recommendation and breezed right through it, I'll never know.
Judge Newman, we just want to ask you a couple of questions. Months later, the little girl disappeared and she hasn't been seen in 2 years.
Hell, Judge, even Grandmeth came out and talked to him.
Her mother, Crystal Sori, who lost custody of Harmony when she was just 4 years old, is holding on to hope.
Hope is all I have right now.
Adam Montgomery is a man with a violent criminal history who had served several years behind bars. Records show his convictions include armed robbery, larceny, and assault and battery with a dangerous weapon for shooting a man he was buying heroin from in the face.
All right.
Well,
where'd
that
the
was
video
enough
go?
info.
Where'd the video go?
I don't know. All we could hear was a voice.
What the hell?
That's
I didn't
all
hit anything.
right.
Nope. How much did we miss?
The whole video.
You didn't see any of the video?
No, ma'am.
God dang it.
It's okay. We forgive you.
Takes an inside look into the proceeding shrouded in secrecy that placed this little girl with her dad, a man with a lengthy criminal history.
Our Kathy Curran joins us right now with insight into a process that is closed to the public by law, Kathy.
And Ed and Maria, the decision made in these cases impacts the future and safety of a child and a parent's right to care for their child. Tonight, a seasoned judge sits down with 5 investigates to give us some insight into what happens inside those secretive proceedings.
These cases are agonizingly, and I use that word with intent, difficult.
Retired Judge Jay Blitzman knows the challenges of child care and protection trials involving children like Harmony Montgomery firsthand. He's the former first justice of the juvenile court in Middlesex County, serving on the bench for more than 2 decades.
You're talking about a decision which has incredible impact about the future of a child, and also issues related to a parent's constitutional right
to care for their own children.
Harmony was in the care of the Massachusetts Department of Children and Families until February of 2019, when juvenile court judge Mark Newman awarded custody to Harmony's dad, Adam.
Judge Newman, we just want to ask you a couple of questions.
Oh, he gets his ass right in the house, doesn't he? He gets his ass right in the house.
With the quickness.
Deborah, thank you for being a new member, and thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, thank you. Jimmy Hoffa, 2 decades. He must be old. Yeah, I think he is. He retired. That's what I think. I think he just rushed the hell out of there.
Months later, the little girl disappeared, and she hasn't been seen in 2 years. Her mother, Crystal Sorey, who lost custody of Harmony when she was just 4 years old, is holding on to hope.
Hope is all I have right now.
Adam Montgomery is a man with a violent criminal history who had served several years behind bars. Records show his convictions include armed robbery, larceny, and assault and battery with a dangerous weapon for shooting a man he was buying heroin from in the face.
Okay. Hence where the teardrop came from is what we were told. But what we didn't know is he's a suspect in a murder, not attempted, from 2008. That's why we call him Teardrop. There's Teardrop right there.
5 Investigates has learned judges aren't always given reports like police reports that would detail the crimes. They may only be given a basic criminal history showing charges and outcomes. And DCF played a central role in presenting the evidence showing whether or not Adam Montgomery could properly care for his daughter.
The question then related to the criminal record is, were police reports offered concerning the underlying conduct? Were witnesses called?
If the crimes are violent in nature, does that make a difference?
The reality is that many parents have criminal records. There's got to be a connection to a criminal history and the ability to adequately parent a child.
The judge's decision is only as good as the evidence before them.
Chris Cook represented DCF in many cases. Now he heads up the union for DCF's lawyers.
My members, the DCF attorneys in the northern region, almost all of them have caseloads hovering around 100, which is astounding.
Judge Newman would have heard from the DCF lawyer presenting the case, any witnesses called, and lawyers for Crystal Sorey, Adam Montgomery, and Harmony.
So basically what they're trying to say, they're trying to cover up for the judge, okay? That basically everything that he was given, all eyes pointed towards Adam would be a good dad. I think we see a problem.
I'm not buying any of
Lawyer
that.
advocates for what the child wants, not what they believe is in their best interest. 5 Investigates spoke.
And no, I do not know Harmony, but what Harmony would have wanted is to be with her little brother in his new home with his fathers that adopted him and are taking very good care of him.
With Harmony's lawyer. She, like the judge, can't comment or even tell us if they were involved in this case.
I sense you'll hear that the attorney presented her position as wanting to be with dad.
In Harmony's case, an interstate compact, commonly used in cases when children are being placed in a home across state lines, was initiated but never completed. The agreement would have triggered New
So you failed. So you assholes failed.
Hampshire to ensure the home and the caregiver would meet the child's needs and make sure the child is monitored and safe. That so-called ICPC would have also given Judge Newman more information, but we've discovered it isn't always required.
I'm praying that Harmony be found, obviously, and I'm also praying that if she's not, that we look at this case thoughtfully at every level.
And this case is at the center of multi-state investigations while the search for Harmony continues. Adam Montgomery faces criminal charges for allegedly assaulting Harmony, and we're told the future of his parental rights would be in the hands of New Hampshire DCYF. Kathy Curran, 5 Investigates.
Now, she failed to mention that Kayla is also in jail, but that's okay. We already went over that. Got some new members. Welcome, welcome. I see Voice for Hope. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Love your comments, by the way. All right. So epic fail everywhere. 2 states, a judge, advocate, attorneys, parents, stepmom. The list continues. This whole where the child wants to go, I would think that she would have wanted to have been with her brother. That's just me. Like I said, I don't know her. Lisa, hang on. Oh, maybe Kayla's kids know something. Why that didn't cross my mind yet, I don't know. I am a real dumbass today. Hell, I played a video. What needs it on the screen? It's going to be very interesting when the authorities, now I know one's a baby. They may not be able to say too much. They're pretty young. That they would say, no, they wouldn't know anything. They were way too young. Yeah, my brain's not working today. They were way too young. But man, somebody knows something, and it's those two. Adam and Kayla, and they're not turning on each other.
Birds of a feather flock together.
They're in it together.
Yep.
They know.
Yep.
I mean, she doesn't want to sit in jail. But that's what the prosecutor said. The prosecutor said she knows that we're going to find. Yeah.
You know, this is my opinion. So, and if people listen, this judge that gave custody to Adam, this is my opinion. In my opinion, there should be some repercussion. I'm sorry. That man, let me tell you something. In my opinion, I don't think there's a damn chance in hell that he didn't know some of Adam's past. Period. That judge dropped the ball big time, giving Harmony to Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'd like to be questioning him too.
Yep. And I don't see anything happening to the judge. Unfortunately, politics are big in this country. Well, in every country. I don't see anything happening with him. He's going to have
Absolutely not.
I mean, he's a lawyer.
Pretty much, yeah. That's
Yeah.
what, yeah.
He was
They
trying
have
to
to know the
retire.
law.
He was trying to retire. He was ready for the golf course, not the kids. And it's sick.
Yeah, because I am not going to buy that he didn't know anything about Adam. I'm not going to buy that for 1 second at all, ever.
Well, and of course they're not going to show us. And from what I was told, the Freedom of Information Act does not apply to minors, as it shouldn't. I'm actually really wondering what was presented to the judge about Adam. And, and when they say that, a lot of people are involved, that's to put it lightly. The governor of New Hampshire is involved. The governor of Massachusetts is involved. They're getting a new bill on the books they're voting on about Harmony. Yeah. It's huge.
Yeah, too bad it takes a child that's no longer with us to do that. Yeah, that's reality, and that is a sad fact.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to put this on from News Nation. I love Brian Eaton. I love how he does his, he's very professional. He's also aggressive, and he keeps a really good balance. He actually shows us pictures of inside the home. Hold on, Kevin. You're going to like this.
Today, in a missing girl mystery in New Hampshire, we are getting an exclusive look inside the house
where 7-year-old Harmony Montgomery lived before she vanished 2 years ago.
Now, guys, for those of you that follow the Summer Wells case, this isn't going to shock you, if you know what I mean. This is a palace compared to what Summer lived in, but still, it's not good. Angel, thank you for the super sticker.
It comes as criticism heats up for authorities, many questioning how state investigators did not see warning signs of abuse before this little girl disappeared. Correspondent Brian Enton is staying on top of this story live for us from Manchester, New Hampshire. So Brian, tell us, have police made any progress today?
Nicole, unfortunately, still express no sign of little Harmony, but for the first time today, we are getting a look inside the house where Harmony once lived.
News Nation obtaining these photos from inside the last known house missing 7-year-old Harmony Montgomery lived in. They show the bedrooms, kitchen, and inside the refrigerator. And you can see extension cords running throughout the inside the refrigerator.
Okay, I'm pausing it right there because as it's been explained to us by a social worker who is an awesome woman and goes above and beyond, that picture of the refrigerator means to them ample food and she's taken care of. They are not going to care about extension cords all over the house and even the generator. Do you want to weigh in on that, Kevin?
Yeah, I mean, that picture right there, it does show, milk. I mean, it shows food. I'll tell you what, that refrigerator there looks better than a bunch of them, and one that I can really think of. I don't. That picture right there of the refrigerator isn't going to have your child taken away. That's just my opinion on that. I might be way off track here on your question, but
no. I was just going through like what the social worker was telling us, and this wouldn't have given them alarm.
Not at all. No,
and not that it wouldn't alarm the social worker, the person, but the laws that they have to follow. This would have been considered okay. What was the phrase she used? I'm going to text her and ask her, but I don't want to bother her at work.
Yeah, and you're right. Like the extension cords, that's not enough to remove a child from a home. It's just not. And this refrigerator is, it's kind of a mess, but to me, it's not alarming whatsoever. It's not.
Yeah, and to me, just seeing food doesn't mean that she's getting proper nutrition, because we've heard many, many stories where the food is for the parents and the kids basically just get scraps, basically.
Dollar pizzas.
So yeah, I agree. It's got to change. It's got to change. Got to change. This is insane.
Refrigerator, and you can see extension cords running throughout the house, hooked up to a generator outside because neighbors say the power was cut off. This is the house where police say Harmony's dad, Adam Montgomery, abused the little girl, even causing a black eye.
You're doing extreme punishments to her. She all kinds of stuff like that the therapist had gotten out of her just by playing dolls in a dollhouse. Imagine. I was horrified. I was like, no. I told DCF, and that was that.
And again, then you should have gone up and done something. I understand you can't kidnap her, but you can call the police and stand outside and raise hell until something's done.
Like months later, and hand over custody.
How is it possible she got to stay with them after all of that?
I understand. I still don't understand what to say.
Harmony's mom says she warned New Hampshire's Division of Children, Youth, and Families about the abuse, but was ignored. They also haven't responded to our emails or calls since last week. So we showed up to their offices today.
Hi, my name's Brian Elton. I'm a reporter with News Nation. We've been trying to get in touch with the department, the director.
Pay close attention to this. When Brian Enton walks in and he wants to talk to the what do they call it, DCF, CPS, whatever. They're not real happy. Crime and justice. The black guy, she should have been removed her immediately. Why did they not act when the uncle called CPS the first time? Because he didn't.
You know what I find more disturbing is than the generator is no power. Why in the hell can your power be shut off when there's children in the home? To me, that's more disturbing than them using a generator because they didn't have power. How dare in this country, listen, to cut the power off with a child in a home. That is wrong, and that is a law that needs to be changed. I've seen it over and over and over. It ain't right. Granted, they didn't pay their power bill. Yeah, oh well, tons of people don't. But you don't shut your power off, your utilities off when there's children in a house. That pisses me off.
Oh, I agree. I agree. Now, I get it. A lot of these people would never pay their utility bill again. But when you have children in the house, don't turn off heat, water, or electric. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's more disturbing than the generator.
Yeah. And I can't tell you how many times, okay, people, I mean, I know here you have this thing like when you pay your gas bill, you round it up. So it goes to help people who can't pay their bill. I've got no issue doing it. Okay. I just round it up. So that way people with kids don't have to worry about not having heat.
Yeah, and if they wanted to throw it on tax inflation, I'm good with that too. I'm with you. I'll pay extra so these kids don't freeze to death.
Yeah. So no, I totally agree with you because I'm about the kids. I'm not talking about scumbag Adam and Kayla. But when you have elderly people or children in a home, don't touch the utilities. The shit in the middle, you can take care of yourself.
Yeah, because in my opinion, that's a crime.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Hell, there's a government program for everything. And I think in New Hampshire, unless I was told wrong, they basically just have a utility stipend for like the winter time. So the heat's on, basically. Heat and electric. All right, here we go. I agree, Kevin. That was a great point.
Thank you.
He is filming, yes.
Okay, turn around because I know this side of it's not public. And I will call somebody for you.
We waited, and a representative from the communications office arrived.
All right, Jake Leon, communications.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Brian. I'm from News Nation.
Yeah, you just called me like an hour ago.
Yeah,
that's cool. You didn't tell me you were on your way.
Well, we've been emailing Colin since last week.
Boom. You didn't tell me you were on your way. Well, I've been emailing Colin for the last week. That's awesome. Okay, guys, that was brutal. Way to go, Brian. Way to go, Brian.
Is there concern here about the fact that she was missing for 2 years and no one?
I really am not able to get into that because it's due to confidentiality.
The department.
No, it's due to confidentiality, but it's also due to saving your ass. Why don't we tell the truth? It's due to saving your ass.
Exactly. That's a great point.
Steve, thank you for being a new member. Oh, it's due to confidentiality. But is it really? Is it confidential that Harmony's been missing for over 2 years? No, I don't think so. All right, so it says missing girl mystery. The department is continually reviewing its processes to ensure the best possible outcomes for children and families. The Division for Children, Youth, and Families has conducted a preliminary internal review on the case. And as is the case whenever a critical incident involving a child occurs, which should never occur on any front, the home front, or when the government has to get involved. A comprehensive quality assurance review is completed. This isn't an ISO 9000 review. These are children. Not happy with that, but okay.
Later sent us a statement saying the department is continually reviewing its processes to ensure the best possible outcomes for children and families. The Division for Children, Youth, and Families has conducted a preliminary internal review on this case, and as is the case whenever a critical incident involving a child occurs, a comprehensive quality assurance review is completed. The statement went on to say their primary focus is locating Harmony. Crystal's mom hopes that is everyone's focus right now.
Come forward and tell us something, because somebody knows something. It's a fact.
It is a fact, Crystal, but you know who knows? Adam and Kayla. And they're not going to talk. They know. They know.
Yeah, nice show there, Crystal. Yeah, this is Man, I'm so fired up about this.
I get the desperation. I get that she's really, really upset. I can't hang on. My phone's ringing. I get that she's really, really upset. You know, I'm really done dragging Crystal for the most part. You know, it's like it. I get it. Okay. Adam and Kayla, they know they're sitting in jail. They've even been told you could qualify for part of the reward money if you tell us something that's going to lead us to Harmony. Neither are talking. Why? Why? Because no amount of money is going to let them out of that jail cell.
That's like exactly what I was just going to say that.
Just like the prosecutor said, Kayla's not talking. She's a flight risk. That's the reason that the bond is cash only or bail, whatever. So it's $5,000's got to be paid. We know Grand Meth don't have it. No one's going to do a GoFundMe for her. Like the prosecutor said, because she knows what we're going to find out. Misunderstood. Thank you for being a new member. Thank you, Debbie Whitehead. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are awesome. This case makes me so damn mad.
Well, I'm livid about this.
And Harmony's dad remains behind bars on abuse charges. Her stepmother is also locked up on a welfare fraud charge. And we just learned today she will now be facing an additional theft charge and will be back in court on Thursday. Nicole?
And Brian, just really quickly, you know, I know that you spoke with Harmony's biological mother. And so she told you she does believe Harmony is still alive.
Absolutely. She believes that 100%. She actually believes that Harmony's father sold her for drugs and is alive somewhere. And that's why it's so important that anyone who sees her picture and thinks they might recognize that little girl either call the FBI or Manchester Police.
Yeah, we all want to get her home safe. All right, Brian, thank you. Thank you.
And I hope she is found alive. If she is found alive, I hope that that home is with Jameson and his adoptive family, because those two men are the real deal. They walk the walk, they talk the talk. They are good dudes. Good dudes. Lisa asked, so she was last seen Christmas of 2020. Nope, that was Serenity. The timeline that because they had to correct it. First we heard from Harmony, it was October of 2019. Now it's somewhere between Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving 2019 and about like the second week of December. Something happened there. Something happened there.
And I might sound like an ass, but in my opinion, there's absolutely no way he traded her for drugs. Period. I'm not buying that for 1 second.
Nope. He's a very violent person. He snapped. He's very violent. He was already abusing her. People had their eyes on it. They saw it. Snow. So they were still collecting child welfare when she was gone. Yep, that's why Kayla's in jail. Now, here's a fun fact. Kayla and Adam actually broke up. I'm assuming the deal breaker was when this happened with Harmony, whatever it was. Sold her, put her somewhere else, killed her. I don't know. Because when Adam got arrested, he's moved on. He's moved on like these dudes do. And he was living in a car with a new girlfriend, if you can believe it. Living in a car with a new girlfriend. Absolutely crazy. We got Shannon Georgia Peach backstage. Let's see what she thinks about this. You want to weigh in on this, Shan?
Hello, my friend.
Shit.
We can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, because it looked like my mic was off. Okay, I didn't mean to cuss. Sorry. Okay. I've been trying to chat and write 100 notes all over a piece of paper. So if she's been missing since the end of 2019, what, 2 years? What about holidays? How many holidays have been between now and then?
I'm glad you asked
Whoa.
that because that's a lot of holidays. And we brought that up, I think, on the last show. And like, okay, so her mother is I know her mother is a sympathetic character to some people. I'm just not ready to give her that pass. Her mother,
Me
last
neither.
time she saw her, not in person, but she was FaceTiming with her Easter of 2019. She dangled a basket and said, next time I see you, you're going to get this. From then on out, nothing. Okay, so we miss birthday, Christmas, 4th of July, trick or treat time, Thanksgiving, another Christmas, Valentine's Day, another Easter, another birthday. You feeling me? We got about 15 major holidays in this time. And Alicia, you're right. What a catch. Move in the car with me. What a catch.
So, okay, either the real mom is just flaky and just wasn't in her life as she should have been and is innocent as far as whatever happened to Harmony, but not, I'm sorry, she's not innocent as being a good mom who, you know, who knows where her kids are. I've got grown kids. I know where they're at right now. You know, it just, so that's crazy to me. And then how many family members are there? And then, you know, it's almost like the Summer Wells case. Everybody wants to come out and say, I saw this happened after the fact. And then everybody wants to well, don't talk about so-and-so. She's a Christian. No, quit talking about the adults. Let's talk about the child. The child is what's important, not if your daughter is a Christian or not. I'm a Christian. We all sin. We all mess up. That using a Christian excuse, that's a red flag for me. That's almost
Amen.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. So, yeah, I didn't realize, because I was confusing this case at first with another one. I didn't realize it's been almost 2 years.
Uh-huh.
And when that police officer said something like, enough is enough. Yeah, so many people felt this little girl almost worse than I've ever.
Oh, it's one of the worst I've ever seen. And I want to clear something up. Crystal has absolutely nothing to do with Harmony's disappearance. Nothing.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I just think she wasn't around.
No, she doesn't. No. Grandmeth, nothing. The other grandparents, nothing. Even the uncle that came out after the fact talking about how he abused her, he has nothing to do with it.
Right.
I mean, it's Adam and Kayla. I mean, it's clear as, you know, the day is long. It's sick. It's disgusting. And so a lot of people are asking about the date. Like I said, they changed they were saying the end of October of 2019. And I'm assuming it's from Grandmeth's information. When she was talking to a reporter, she gave a different timeline. She said, I think this happened between Thanksgiving, and she said December 6th. She was very specific in her timeline. It gives me the Gabby Petito vibes. Brian shows up in the van, no Gabby. Yeah. They know something's going on, Chris and Roberta, but they're not going to turn on him. Same with Kayla's mom with her. So we're just going to wait for this to sort itself out when you know they know more.
This also reminds me of what's the girl in Florida that's still missing? And it wasn't the stepmom, it was the young girlfriend in
Haley
a trailer.
Cummings? Haley Cummings?
Yes.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that too. That case.
Yeah.
A little bit of that.
That's a crazy one. And people, I mean, they can build a circumstantial case, but this DA in Florida refuses to take anything to trial without the body. He won't do it.
That's crazy because, I mean, in that case, wasn't it her cousin or whoever? I'm not trying to get off Harmony real quick.
Yeah, she kept
but
saying it was Junior. She kept saying it was Junior or something like that. And Misty did it.
Yeah. So I agree with that. But this reminds me of that. And I believe, what's the other lady's name? The stepmom. I wrote it down somewhere. Kayla. Yeah, the one that's in jail. I mean, the unwashed hair, the unkept hair. That's a clue that somebody's not taking care of themselves, probably because they're an addict, in my opinion.
Look at her.
Yeah, and she was either involved in keeping quiet, or she's scared keeping quiet, or something. She's keeping quiet. She's not saying anything. But but is the dad in jail right now?
Yep. For
on unrelated charges, right?
Well, it's for abusing Harmony, but not in relation to her disappearance. It's coming down the pike. They just got to figure out which one, and the best thing to do is find Harmony.
Absolutely. But gosh, they dropped the ball with so much time gone. And I know I don't want to blame a lot of these family members, especially her mom, but my mom knows where my kids, she talks to them, texts weekly. Like if we don't hear from somebody, like with 3 or 4 days, somebody's texting, hey, haven't heard from you. That's just how our family is. But, holidays go by and stuff. That's really sus to me.
Yeah, that's how most families are.
Yeah.
But sometimes in these families, everybody keeps the secrets. I think about the case of Keaton Boggs. They knew that the grandma, the aunt, and the uncle were beating up on this kid. He's dead now. The great-grandmother was very well aware, and she said, I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to take care of it. Keep it in the family. Well, he's dead now. You
can't do that.
No. 12-step woman, no excuse. I'm a recovering addict, and my kids were always my priority. My kids are always my priority. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
And I'm proud
Amen
of you,
to that. Amen to that. I've been in them shoes.
Yeah, me too. And I'm proud of you, 12-step. Very proud.
Yep.
So Mike, my hat goes off to you.
Mm-hmm.
Great job. Amy, then where is the state's attorney general? He's not really getting a chance to get a word in sideways, considering that both governors are involved. But he's very aware. He's very, very aware.
What about, so when this was in court, when the dad got custody, they usually give the child a guardian ad litem lawyer, right? To speak on behalf of the child. That's who's supposed to get the information that they were saying they had lack of. So did she not have that? I'm wondering that. When he got custody.
Yeah, she did. And I don't know why basically they were saying that she wants to go with her dad. Maybe she did. Maybe she was excited to go with her dad.
Even abused kids. I mean, I'm just going to bring it to Summer. Summer still loves mom and dad. Those boys still love mom and dad. That was their life. That's all they've known. But that, if they had evidence contrary to, in Harmony's case, Harmony wasn't old enough to make that decision to go where she wanted to go. It was up to the court to say where the safest place she should be at.
Yep, the system is broken. They want to keep these families together. There's not enough foster homes. There's not enough social workers. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting that we even have to have the agency. And a voice for hope said, so when was the last time she said she FaceTimed Harmony? Crystal said she FaceTimed her Easter 2019. So I guess that's April. So April of 2019.
That blows my mind. So at Christmas time, she didn't say, "Hey, where's Harmony? I want to talk to her. I want to see her. Merry Christmas. I got gifts." Then birthdays, like you said, I don't think that had anything to do with her disappearance. I just think they were very neglectful in keeping up with this.
Oops, I think we lost Shannon.
I think we did too.
Kev, are you go ahead, babe.
I have a question. That picture, first of all, that picture of Kayla there, she ought to be a poster mom for drug abuse. And the other thing is, let me ask you this. Because I don't know this answer, and maybe I should, but I don't. So, oh well, that's reality. Did CPS or whoever they call them, did they make visits during the time that Kayla looked like this?
I don't know what Kayla looked like when they visited. I have no idea.
What I'm asking, I guess I asked it wrong. Were they doing home visits with Kayla? And
No. Something broke down when they left Massachusetts and went to New Hampshire.
Okay.
So they went to another state. So when Massachusetts lost track of her, I don't know. I mean, they didn't leave a forwarding address. They didn't know where they were. They could have figured it out. It wouldn't have been too hard.
I guess my point is this. The way she looked, you can't hide that, okay? You can't hide that severe of drug addiction. It shows, period. People know.
Right.
Didn't anybody notice the way she looked and was alarmed?
Her mother obviously wasn't alarmed. We've seen
there you go.
We've seen
her
interview a million times where she's talking about how she was raised well and she knows to tell the truth and she can get it out of her. Get it out of her.
Yeah. I'd be like, what in the hell are you doing? You look absolutely terrible. What is going on? Not even that we know of. Unbelievable.
We've had 2 years to get it out of her. What does she mean? Get it out of her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going to go through her interview again next week. It was abhorrent. She slipped and said this happened between Thanksgiving and then she kept saying December 6th. And I really hope these people that have contacted me and they know Kayla understand we're not going to beat them up or anything like that. Just tell us what's going on. They have nothing to do with this.
No,
actually, when it comes right down to it, it's the parents. Again, bad choices, bad behavior, period. It's the parents when it comes right down to it. CPS, nobody else should be involved. You should be taking care of your kids, period. They're terrible, lousy, shitty, pathetic parents.
They are.
Exactly.
And when we can't trust the parents to take care of their children, number one, accountability is the parents. I've never given them an escape. Never, never, never. I mean, unless they're killed in a car wreck or something. That's a totally different story.
Right.
Never letting them off the hook. Okay? Never.
Nope. I agree.
So when the other support system fails, which is aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpa, cousins, all that stuff. So in this case, they all failed. Then you have to get CPS involved. Then laws have got to be changed so it can be more effective because they are not law enforcement. They can't beat down the door and say, I got to check on your kids. They just can't do it.
I'd rather call law enforcement first if I saw something.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I was mandatory to, report, but nowadays I'd rather call the police first and have them do a welfare checkup they can call CPS and get the ball rolling faster than the other way around.
And that is a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they have their own child detectives in most every department.
Right. And unfortunately, you get a lot of, I'm just going to say, like Allie, Hunter's mom, Allie. Oh, well, I'm pissed off at her. I'm going to call CPS and say this, this, and this. They get a lot of BS calls. Of course, in that situation, it probably wasn't BS, but you understand what I'm saying? Like, she didn't call because she cared. She was calling out of revenge of being mad or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of that happens. Not enough workers and overwhelmed. I've seen kids being taken away from homes that shouldn't have been taken away. So the system, the thing that they read on the news, it's like the same saying where they talk about privacy laws and we need to review how we do things, yada, 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 yada. They always say that. They've been saying that. So
yeah, the system is a broke dick dog, period. It is. It's broke.
Yeah.
It needs fixed.
Yeah.
It's got to be fixed on all fronts. You know what will give us a good fix today?
Kevin's rant.
Kevin's daily rant. You ready, buddy?
I knew it. I knew it.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do
Bring
it.
it.
Bring it.
Oh, bullshit. My rant today is tweakers. Has anybody ever went to the store and witnessed tweakers?
Yes.
I've said this before, but they are like, okay, let's imagine you go into the store, take a little box of spiders, okay, and go in the store and dump them out and watch what spiders do. They climb all over everything quick. They're here, they're there, they're hiding there. They're doing this, they're doing that. Tweakers do the same thing. I have seen so many lately. It's like an explosion of spiders. It's unbelievable. I mean, they let's see here. They tear the wiring out of their car for the copper scrap. And this is a fact, tweakers' cars are complete. A lot of them. The panels are tore off. They're in their car. They're constantly taking shit. They just constantly are moving around doing stuff. They steal for meth, for scrap. But the thing of it is, I mean, it's sad, but it is funny that they're so creepy. They're like, I don't know how to explain it. They're like spiders, and their faces are sunk in. Tweakers they'll get so high on meth, they'll hide behind, like you open a door to a bedroom or something, they'll hide behind the door for hours. They're paranoid. They really, a lot of addicts come out only at night. Not tweakers. 24/7, they're just running around. It's comical in a way to watch them, but then on the other hand, it's really sad. It's addiction that's rampant, and it's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm a sick individual, but I find humor in just watching them. So the next time you go to a store, here's some homework. Next time you go to a store, just keep your eye out and remember the key word, spider, okay? And look for the individuals that act like spiders. and you will start noticing them. They, it is just unbelievable, their actions. You know, they pick up this, they look at it, they set it down real quick, they walk to the next thing, they look at it, they're putting shit in their cart, putting it back on the shelf. I have just seen, and they're everywhere, like spiders. They're everywhere. Thank God they're not in my house. We got rid of a tweaker. But yeah, that's my rant. It's just keep your eye out for spiders, folks. You will see them.
Keep your eye out for spiders. It's funny you say that because just on our local news today, they said people again, not a new thing, are stealing, what is it called? Catalytic converters?
Yep.
Off of cars.
Yep.
And they're back to taking like the copper from the air conditioning units at churches and stuff.
Yeah.
Good.
It's comical, and then it's not. It's sad reality. But I mean, you have to have a little bit of humor. But you're right. They love to steal packages off your porches too, for money. They will. They do. So, like I said, maybe we should get some shirts that says "Beware of the spiders."
Yes. Been talking about a merch line for a while. Haven't had the time or energy, but yeah, tweakers.
Yeah, if you think squirrels are funny, watch the spiders.
Watch them.
It's funny, but it's not funny. But it is. Yeah, it's unbelievable. And once you look at them that way, when next time you go to the store, I hate burning this into people's brains, but just look around.
So they're crawling around like spiders, and you said they're really fast. They're really fast.
Very fast. They'll pick. Okay, here's an example. Somebody is in the toothpaste aisle or whatever. They'll look at a box and they'll take about 1 second, put it back, grab another box. It's not that they're looking at different toothpaste. That's not. It's how fast they do it. How fast they put shit in their cart and take it back out. Go down the aisle, pick something up, look at, come right back and do the same damn thing they were doing earlier. It is unbelievable. I don't even want to say this because it's, is it entertainment? Not really. It's a sad case, but that's just the way it is.
Oh, this is
reality.
Though this is entertaining the hell out of me, Kevin. I'm not gonna lie.
And their motto is reality is for people who can't handle drugs. That's their motto.
It's funny. I was at the grocery store a few weeks ago, and there was a guy in there. Now that you say it, he was pretty fast. Now that you say it, and he was like had the attention span of a flea. And
there you go.
He was looking at everything, and he had a T-shirt on, okay, and it said "NA is for quitters."
Not for spiders. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I guarantee you there's people right now in chat that are going to start doing that when they go to the store. Just keep your eye out. You'll see them. They're there, folks. The spiders are there.
Alicia said it's like watching supermarket sweep. They're all over the place.
Everywhere. And it's so obvious once you know what to look for. It is unbelievable how many spiders you'll see in your local community.
Thank you for that public service announcement. You knocked it out of the park, my friend. That was awesome.
Oh, about choked on my water.
Don't do that, buddy. But it's been another great show. Let's wind this down because we're going to be back here, guys, in an hour and a half. An hour and a half. So, Kev, I'm going to let you.
All right, I'll go. Yep. I want to thank you, Brooks, first of all, for giving us a channel to vent. It is so important. You have no idea just how helpful you are, my friend. And I want to thank everybody that's, that is here and their hearts for these kids. That's, it's not about, the spiders. when it comes right down to it, it's about these children. And, the hearts that I have seen for these children in the last 7 months for me, because I wasn't on YouTube until a little bit after summer went missing. But you guys are awesome. And this is Harmony's Army right here. And remember, if you have kids, hug them, kiss them, tell them you love them, because you never know, and that's reality. And if you don't have children, tell family members. If you don't have that, tell your pet. And if you don't have anybody, tell yourself you're loved and that you can show love. And that is so important. If everybody had that kind of attitude and mentality, we wouldn't even be here talking about these kids. So I just want to thank everybody, and thank you, Brooks.
Thank you, my friend. So Kevin gave us all a homework assignment. When we're at the store, look for the spiders, the 8-legged kind, and the ones that act like they have 8 legs. That was wonderful. And I want to thank everybody for being here. I love talking to you guys between shows, so send an email. I'll get you into Discord. Don't forget, we have a members only live tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun, lots of giveaways and stuff. And in the meantime, I want to thank the mods. You guys are rock solid. You're super, super great friends. And this community and this chat, hands down, the best on YouTube. Gonna see you guys back here in an hour and a half. You guys are the best. See you in a little bit. Bye-bye.